Happy September, everyone! August was another wild ride for the real estate market in Arizona. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you a market update. I'll review some key numbers right away, but stay with me to the end because I'll be letting you know what it means to you if you're looking to buy or sell a home in the near future. My name is Brandy Aguirre, and I'm a real estate advisor in Gilbert, Arizona. Today I'll be sharing data from the Gilbert area, but if you're in Maricopa County and are curious about another city within Maricopa County, just leave me a comment below and I'm happy to share that data with you as well. And if you want to stay up to date about the real estate market in Arizona, please hit that subscribe button below. Each week I post new videos about the real estate market in Arizona. And before we begin, I'll let you know that all of the data I'll be sharing with you today has been pulled from our local multiple listing service, as well as the Cromford Report, which is a local publication here in Arizona. The average sales price in Gilbert in August was just about $579,000. That is an increase of about $143,000 over same time last year, and that's a 33% increase. While this is still pretty high for Gilbert, you can see that we're starting to cool down slightly. So what can we expect home prices to look like in the future? With the data seen here, as well as what we're seeing from the Cromford Report, we're going to continue to see price softening due to diminishing affordability. This does not mean that we're going to see a drastic fall in prices. It just means that the home prices will remain stable and we won't see the growth like we have been lately. In August, there were 427 homes sold in Gilbert, and that's down about 23% compared to last year. It's not down because homes are sitting on the market and not selling. It's down because there's just a lack of inventory. But as you can see here, we're on a slow trajectory towards increased supply levels. The average time it took to sell a home in Gilbert in August was 21 days. The last time it took so long to sell a home in Gilbert was back in March of this year. Back in August of 2019, when we had a pretty healthy market, the average time it took to sell a home was 44 days. So our sellers are still reaping the benefits of a quick sale. The most expensive home sold in Gilbert in August was $3.5 million. If you're curious what $3.5 million will get you in Gilbert, this home has 5 bedrooms, 6.5 bathrooms. It is over 7,500 square feet, and it's situated on almost 2 acres. In August, Gilbert had just under 1 month of inventory. In a balanced market, you'd like to see anywhere between 3 to 6 months worth of inventory. We're not even at 1 month yet. But the good news is that we're starting to crawl back up. In fact, we haven't seen this level of inventory since May of last year. Let's move on to some of the information gathered from the Cromford Report this week. The Cromford Market Index, or CMI, tracks supply and demand statistics in Maricopa County, and with this information, they're able to project where the market may be headed. Please remember that this is a projection based on current data. It is not a crystal ball to predict the future. In a typical balanced market, the CMI would fall anywhere between 90 and 110. In a buyer's market, the CMI would be below 90, and in a seller's market, it would be above 110. As of the end of August, our CMI sits at around 347. That's about 18 points lower than it was at the end of July. And you may remember from my last video where I mentioned that in February, our CMI was as high as 514. Currently, our CMI is falling, but not as quickly as it has been the last few months. This slow movement downward shows that we're not falling off of a cliff. We are more so gliding into a balanced market. Demand for real estate is still up and supply is still down. Although we are starting to see the supply grow, it's just at a snail's pace. If we were to follow normal seasonal patterns in Arizona, by the end of September, our supply should be increasing. So I look forward to seeing what that looks like by the end of this month. In most price ranges, the supply is growing, but in the $1 million price range, the supply is going down. So if you are looking to sell a home in this price range, now is a good time to do it because the competition is limited. Permits for new development in the Maricopa County area is up about 32% from last year. And since it takes some time for the planning and construction process to take place, this could have a positive impact on our supply levels in the next year or two. Speaking of something that has a big impact on the real estate market in Arizona, let's talk about iBUYERS. If you don't already know what iBUYERS are, these are the big companies like Zillow, OfferPad, Opendoor. These are companies that buy your home, do cheap fixes on it, and then turn it around and sell it again. Earlier this week, a group of agents from Maricopa County were asked what percentage of their offers are coming from iBUYERS, and they said 25 to 30% of all the offers they're receiving are coming from these big companies. iBUYERS set an all-time record for homes bought in July, and over 28% of homes bought in July were paid for in all cash. This was one of the highest months of cash transactions since the Great Recession, and nearly 6% of all home sales are going to hedge funds and large-scale landlords. So is it a good time to buy a home, or should you wait? As always, that depends. Even though we're in a seller's market, it still could be a good time to buy, especially if you're planning on holding the property long-term. While appreciation might not be growing as fast as it was earlier this year, we can still expect to see appreciation growing into the next year or two. And if you're asking yourself whether you should continue renting or buy, here's a breakdown for you. In Maricopa County, the cost to rent a 1,500 to 2,000 square foot home is about $2,188. And if you were to buy a home of the same size, your mortgage payment would be about $1,896. That's a savings of about $292 a month, not to mention what you'll save as rental prices continue to rise. If you're looking to buy a house soon, you're probably curious what to expect. Here are a few things. If you're looking to buy a house right now, you can expect to pay over list price. Right now, 53% of homes are sold above list price. That's down from 60%. The median over list price is $15,000, and that may sound like a lot, but it's down $5,000 from the last month. Other things you'll probably see for a while longer are sellers asking for shortened closing times, not offering any concessions, continuing to ask for waived appraisals, refusing repair requests, and ongoing bidding wars. These are all great things for sellers in this market, but not so much for buyers. If you are planning to buy a home, just be prepared that you may encounter some of these things. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you haven't done so already, check out my video from last week where I take you through a tour of a luxury home in Queen Creek, Arizona. Thank you for watching. I am so grateful to be able to share these videos with you every week. In Gilbert. Gilbert had... What? Already. Elijah, if I hear you hum one more time. What the heck? Ah!